What's going on, guys? Repping my man Troy Shoemate in the Punisher shirt tonight, and just want to touch base with everyone and talk to everyone about what is going on in Street Outlaws, fastest in America, and in my life personally, and why the videos have been non-existent, basically. Well, if anybody has followed the channel very long, you know I coach football and baseball. We made it all the way to the championship game in football, and we lost. Our quarterback had been hurt the week before. It is what it is, no excuses. We played a team that we had beat in regular season, but it come down to us and them. They took home the W. It is what it is. Tough loss for the boys, but you know, better luck next year, whatever you want to say. We will come back stronger and harder. But get that out of the way. That has taken up every bit of the time that I have had. I have so much stuff that I have to do related to YouTube, and I've just got to get it going. I want to get it going. I can't wait to get it going, and I have some ideas I want to run past you, and we'll talk about that at the end of the video. But first things first, let's talk about fastest in America. And I want to be the first to say that when the first fastest in America come out, I didn't know how to feel about it, and all I could say was, if the 405 isn't there, you really aren't going to be proving that you are the fastest in America if you win, unless you beat the original fastest in America street racing or street raced cars there is. But the evolution of street racing or street raced cars, ever how you want to word it, the evolution of where they have come to where they are is insane. 6 or 7 years ago, there was 10 cars that could hang with the top 5 in the 405 list, and it seems like every group or every state has 10 cars that can do it now. These cars have just exploded. Out of every state has, you know, like I said, several, and it's just they have come quick. The evolution has been very fast on this caliber of race cars, and it blows my mind how people can take these track cars and cars that work on the track on no prep and bring them to the street and make the passes they're making. But if you watch, you can see true street guys, and they are proving themselves week after week on the show. Every episode that I have watched of this fastest in America, I've watched with a more open mind than I did the first time. The first time, I knew the 405 wasn't in it, and it just wasn't what it should have been to me. I didn't care for it very much. Like I have said in the past, I will watch them because it is racing, but it wasn't much to me. I didn't care much for it. But this time, the people, put all that aside, and the people in the cars that are there is mind-blowing that there's that many of them that he found that fast and that are that caliber of race car. It's mind-blowing. There is a lot of hustle going on, and there's a lot of people that I've already seen griping about, you know, like the people from Oklahoma, the lady in particular. And it's all part of the game. You know, I'm not, you know, defending what she's done or anything or what she said, but if you watch her before, or well, if you watch her and how she acts after the races and when she's around her people, she's normal. She's just there to win money, and I don't blame her. You know, that mouth gets in people's head, and you see what it does. It makes people mess up and, you know, roll across the line, and her standing there with a thumb down telling her son not to go. I mean, that's awesome. And it's all part of the game. I feel like everybody has a hustle that they do on the streets, and it works for some, it doesn't work for the others. But the amount of caliber cars that have just popped up out of nowhere and that are competitive on the street is mind-blowing, considering how fast they came up from the show starting. Yes, these was race cars and race car drivers before the show, but they was track cars. They was not what they are now. You take cars like JJ's and, you know, I ain't gonna say the 405, but like JJ's main cars, they're not track cars. They're built for the street. They're purposely built street raced cars. That's all it is. They are not street cars, they are street race cars, but they're purposely built for the street. You put JJ on the track against most any of them other guys, and he gets, you know, it's not even close. That's the reason he don't do no prep kings. The very first no prep kings that come to Memphis,
he was there and went out first round. It was pitiful. But on the street, he is competitive. Him and his guys is competitive. The arm drop in all his games does not show who has the faster car. It shows who can hustle the best. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm not hating on the show for that. It's just that's what it is.
But it is a amazing show that lets people who would normally not have the opportunity to be on a show like that be on the show and show that they are competitive, even if it is in more of a game of hustle than a game of racing. And I am coming around to the idea of everything that's going on the show. I think it's different, and we're all so used to Street Outlaws and even No Prep Kings that we had to adjust to this, and I hope to see this happen more and more. And JJ does try to make it sound bigger and better than what it is, and I don't blame him for that either. I got some bad information a long time ago about JJ, and I said a few things, but I have nothing against him. I respect his hustle, and I respect everything that he is doing with his show. But with that being said, let's talk about the 405 and kind of what's going on there. That show is coming on very soon. The original 405 show. Everything that they're doing right now is a cash days that has been going on, and I have been told who won, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not even going to put it out there. So we will have to wait and see. You have been seeing all the main guys posting pictures of them lined up on the streets. You know, pretty much any big name guy from the 405 and just big name in general. Right after Fastest in America, when you could see them all in Wyoming, you've seen them on cash days, and I've had a lot of people ask me what was going on and when the 405 was coming back. The 405 will be back, I am going to say, right after Fastest in America. They have had more than enough time to get this out and get it done, so I'm going to say right after Fastest in America, what, a month and a half, maybe a month? Around the end of the year, first of the year, 405 will be back on television. So look forward to that. It ought to be a good season. It's going to be a split season because the first half of it was filmed before coronavirus, the second was after coronavirus, so kind of wait and see what happens there. But at the beginning of this video, I talked about different things going on. Well, I have been with a group of pro mod drivers and, you know, blown dragster drivers and stuff. The fastest cars in the Dirty South, Brent Arnold and his crew. They are the Open Outlaws of Tennessee. I've been kind of hanging out with them and going with them and filming some stuff for them, and I want to run it by you guys and see what you think about if I was to get together. Right now is their off season, get together with guys and, you know, go to their shop and film them upgrades and, you know, that sort of thing, and collage it all together and come up with like a series that I put out every week about them, their cars, their upgrades, that type of stuff, what you guys think about it, and if it would be something you're interested in watching. All super down to earth guys that have wicked fast race cars that I want to put out there to the world what these guys are doing, but I want to know if it's something that you would be interested in watching. Just let me know in the comments or send me an email and let me know what you think. And one more thing, I mentioned a while back about, you know, sending stuff to me if you want it plugged on the channel, and I reached out to a company called The Last Coat, and they sent me a box with an entire kit in it. As you can tell, I haven't even opened it yet. As I was saying about football, I wasn't even going to open it and go through it until I had time to, you know, unbox it properly and, you know, show it in action, work and all that. But I'm going to get this as soon as I can. I'm going to get this for them, get it out there. Awesome reviews on this stuff, and I want to see how it works. If it is as good as they say it is. I told them that the only way that I would want to do it is if I could do it completely honest. You know, give you my honest review. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If it is as good as they say it is, I want you to see it firsthand. So look forward to that. Company's The Last Coat, and that's coming very soon. But I'm in this one right here. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It really does help the channel. Like the videos, that sort of thing. It really does help the channel grow, and I can't wait to see what y'all think about me and what I was talking about with the, you know, Open Outlaws guys. So with that being said, I'm ending it right here. Anything you want me to know, say, do, or have, email address is on the screen. Thanks for watching. Godspeed, and I will see you in the next one.